You've all heard this term blog. We know what a library is. We grew up with a library when we were younger, and we all know what journaling is about. Before we start, let me ask, how are you attracting traffic to your website? Is there value on your website that keeps those visitors coming back? Are you the go-to place in your community? Are your visitors coming to your site because they entered keywords into Google, or are they coming to your site because they heard about an intriguing bit of information that you provided, some knowledge or some insight that you have offered? There are three ways that people primarily find your website: through a search engine, because they heard about your valuable content, or because you put your web address on your business card. However they get to your site, they must find value or they'll quickly be gone. That's why it's important for you to continually add free, valuable content to your site and to intentionally create your site as the go-to place. Beyond attracting and retaining loyal visitors to your site, you'll find value in this journaling activity. And today we're going to look at 5 specific advantages to you in developing content. The first one is to reinforce your company team. One of the core components of successful companies is the team feeling of a company. And when it comes to social, it's important to allow every single person in your company to produce content for your company library. And by allowing employees to create content, you'll find that you have a constant flow of new names, new ideas, creative thoughts coming into your library. When it comes down to it, we as humans like to be a part of a movement. We want to be a part of a team. And when all hands are on deck and each person is contributing to the building of a company in the company's content database, the magic and the momentum can truly help to benefit everyone together. Journaling sharpens your sword. Sales professionals constantly answer the same questions again and again. What we've learned is that by writing out these answers, their ability to communicate with prospects and clients goes up exponentially. Allow your salespeople to generate content and watch their sales presentations improve. By creating 2 or 3 articles a week for your company library, your people are forced to stay up to date with all of the new technology in your industry. They'll become much better at explaining things in a way that consumers can clearly understand. And they actually become a better teacher. They'll discover answers for every question that a customer can ask. Simply put, writing content is like practicing for a game. The more one practices, the better their skills, their timing, and their overall play, which ultimately leads to more victories, or in this case, more sales or better service. You become a trust agent when you begin to journal or write content for your library. When it comes to creating content for your library, the process of making sales becomes less complicated. What I mean by that is that helpful content builds trust, and then trust builds leads, and leads ultimately lead you to sales. Remember your elementary school teacher? Did you trust her? One reason we all trusted and loved our early teachers is because they took the time to teach us things in a way that helped us to understand. That was their only goal, a unique career, actually. When your business library takes on this teaching approach, and your content is presented from the perspective of the consumer, the walls of doubt are removed and the trust level between the customer and the company is enhanced. Genuinely helpful content will generate huge amounts of trust from customers who want to spend their money wisely. This trust will lead to more phone calls to your office, more forms being filled out on your webpage, and eventually more sales. Your library can act as a great pre-qualifier. I know you've gotten calls from prospective customers that weren't exactly qualified or ready for your product or service. Probably you've had that happen many times. I know we have. And it's really a distraction from spending time with the qualified leads. As a salesperson myself, I believe I'm safe in saying that most professional salespeople would prefer talking with prospects that are better educated and better informed. With the advancement in the internet, you can now track behaviors of web visitors, knowing how much information your prospect has reviewed, and can provide some valuable intelligence for your sales team. A prospect who has viewed 30 pages in your library is far more attractive to your senior salesperson than one who's only viewed 4. Why? Because their actions show that they are serious shoppers and they are better informed about your company's products and your culture. The more pages a visitor reads in your library, the closer they are to making a buying decision with your company. So it's important to integrate your library's content into every aspect of your sales approach. Also, if you're not currently using a technology that allows you to track lead analytics, I strongly recommend you begin. The last advantage is the power of the comments. Be sure your library allows for comments. And every comment article, promote discussions by asking questions. You want to learn from your readers, and you want to allow them to tell you exactly what they're interested in. By promoting discussions in your library and then listening to what is said, you'll get questions from readers wanting more. Not only are these valuable sales leads, but their questions can many times be turned into new articles or new content. When your readers post comments about their experiences with your company, these comments become valuable third-party testimonials to new readers. It also demonstrates that you have a loyal and an engaged customer who appreciates your customer brand or your company brand. These are the greatest advocates for your company, both online and offline.